Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is Use Wisdom. And pretty much, Spirit just hit me, just to say a few words on, concerning, new members that are just starting to learn, and concerning you brothers that have been in this thing for a while. You have to be be patient with them. You can't, expect someone that just waking up, to be on point as you are, and them just starting to learn about this truth. You have to use wisdom towards them that are without, as the scriptures say, having your speech seasoned with salt. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember that you, at one time, we all came in this thing and we didn't know what the hell was going on. So we were just still learning. And these brothers and few sisters that's waking up, they're just learning. So, we have to be able to use wisdom, to guide them, and not be too quick to be dismissive, and thinking that everyone that comes on the comment board or says something is a scoffer, you know, because remember, it took every man that comes into this thing, it takes different time for them to actually wake up, to actually see the light, so to speak, to actually be able to digest what's being said, because what's being said is a lot, especially just freshly coming out of the world. The scriptures say to be renewed in the spirit of our minds, and it takes time to be renewed. You got to remember, whatever age a individual comes into this thing, you know, it took them that long to be in the world, you know, and they learned all kind of bullshit in the world that period of time. So if they just woke up, let's say a week ago or a couple of days ago or a month ago, you can't expect them to know, to be on the level that you are now at this time. That's what the scriptures say, um, scriptures say, walk with wisdom towards them that are without, and let your speech be always seasoned with salt. So just keep that in mind. You brothers out there that are veterans, that are coming into that stead, that have been in it more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or whatever the case may be. Just keep that in mind, that you have brothers waking up right now that are just new to this, and they need guidance. Scriptures speak about them being as babes that need the sincere milk of the word, in order for them to be, to come to the stature of the fullness of Yahushua. So you have to keep that in mind. You can't be too quick to be dismissive, unless you just could tell that they're scoffers or whatever the case may be. That's a different story. We ain't talking about the scoffers. We're talking about the sincere that are just waking up. We can't expect them to be on point 100% as a man that's been in this thing for the last 3, 4, 5 years. It takes time, and just remember. And the good rule of thumb is always remember how you were when you came in, and you were learning. And eventually you had your ups and downs, your bumps and your bruises, whatever the case may be. But eventually you started getting on the path, and every once in a while you might fall and stub your toe or scrape your knee, but then you would learn. Remember, this is a learning process. So coming out of this world into the truth is a whole different beast. So you have to be careful not to be dismissive, of everybody, just because they're not coming and walking the way you want them to. It takes time. Remember when the Pharisees, the righteous Pharisees, wanted to make, the Israelite foreigners to be circumcised, because they had the zeal. The righteous Pharisees had the zeal. They wanted them to be circumcised, but the Apostle Peter even told them, look, you trying to put a yoke on them that us and our fathers weren't able to hold. You know, so they gave them a guideline, instructions on what to do in order for them to start to gain a foothold in the truth. So we have to be careful not to be too dismissive. But at the same time, don't be a fool either. Make sure that you exercise wisdom when dealing with these situations. Especially people coming on the comment board asking questions. Even if it's a foolish question, at, at least they're asking. And you could tell by your response back to them scripturally whether they're full of BS or not. you know Sometimes you got to give brothers the benefit of the doubt, and that's just on my spirit just now. So the spirit wanted me to say that, so I just wanted to bring that out, to you brothers out there. So just keep that in mind. Walk in wisdom towards them that are without, as the scriptures say, and always keep in mind that they're coming in newly, so they're not gonna know everything. This is like a whole new world to them. All right. So with that, shalom.